Hello. Yoo-hoo. Oh wait, let me turn myself up a little because I had to turn myself down for the karaoke. Let me turn myself back to normal. I think it was like 6.2. Okay. Hi. Hello. I'm freaking chilling, everybody. And by chilling, I mean my foot is freaking asleep because I was sitting on it and I'm not chilling. That's what I mean. But hi. Hello. Hi. Your foot be chilling? It's a little like bees are stinging my feet all of the time. I don't know what it's like. Hello. Okay, so let's talk. Let's just hang out a little, okay? I have. Let's talk about why I did this. Nate Wants to Battle, I think, changed my life in the most what's the word? Parasocial way. He changed my music interests for the rest of my life. When I was young, or when I was a youngin', all the songs I would hear were like Bing Crosby, Rosemary, whatever her name was, Looney, whatever. All of the songs that I listened to were very, like, they were old songs, like, from the 60s songs. Which is why I like the original Bendy and the Ink Machine song that he did, because it reminds me so much of that kind of music that I used to listen to. But that was like, it was that, and then like Christian music, which I don't rag on. Some Christian music is so freaking good, actually. It's wild. But so it's that, Christian music, and then like, that was pretty much it. And then like whatever came on the radio sometimes. So my music history was pretty limited back in the day. And then I heard, did he come before or after that song? I think I heard the song Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, and I went, whoa. To be fair, I don't know why I was allowed to listen to that song. Anyway, but I heard that song and I was like, yo, that's kind of wild. That's kind of cool. And then after that, I saw FNAF stuff. And I was like, oh, weird. And I think it started with The Living Tombstone. I don't know how I found Nate Wants to Battle. I have no freaking clue. Because I remember that when he was on GT Live, the one time he was on GT Live, I remember I already knew him by the time that I saw that. So I don't know exactly when I first heard about Nate Wants to Battle. But it was pretty early on during the FNAF stuff. So that's why I know, like, Mangled, Nightmare, Home, No More. I know those songs by heart because I've listened to them on and off for years. Hi, Butter, welcome back. But so he was really what changed my music interest. I remember when I heard the Screamo version of freaking, what's it called? The freaking song from Soul Eater? Excalibur, from the United K, I'm looking for heaven, I'm going to California. And they did like a rock metal screamo version of that song, because it was originally just like Excalibur, like it was just like fanciful, but he made that version of that song, and I knew it was for me, okay? And then every once in a while to go in and out with like listening to Nate and then not listening to Nate and then listening to Nate and then not listening to Nate. So I'd take a break and then I'd catch up and then I'd take another break and then I'd catch up. And then I took a break and then I caught up and then I stayed that way. And that's now. Hi. Hello. Right now. Chicken Isal. He made that as an April Fool's joke? That's so perfect. Freaking... What is it? I can't say it because I don't curse, and I feel like that word's a curse word. But the Christmas song? Wait, was that a Christmas song? What was the FNAF song that was probably a joke? It starts with inhale. I can't say the rest. Oh. Well, okay. The Christmas song and then also the FNAF song. Those two are wild. I can't listen to them. I cannot. They're wild. But one of the times I came back, it was after Phantom. It was sometime after Phantom. And man, listen to me. Okay, everybody? Listen. There's something nobody tell him, okay? No one tell a soul that I'm about to say this. No one tell a soul. Okay? No one tell Nathan Sharp, okay? Don't tell, I'd be so embarrassed. But Phantom? That music video? That music video. Oh, my dear goodness gracious. That music video, like, I hate to say it, that awakened something within me, okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. But something about that music video, I can never escape it. I can never escape it. Oh, if I see that music video on my recommended, I play that every time. Every single time, okay? If that's in my recommended, I'm clicking. There's no questions asked, okay? Anyway, I think I have a problem. Where is it? Where is that song? The Inhale song. Where is that? Oh, Merry Christmas. Yep. And then, yep, there it is. Oh, yeah, I found him. I found both of them. How could I fly, yeah? I fly, yeah. I thought I take it and could another good dan. So, when I listened to Nate, for the first few times when I, like, really got into his music, I think that, like, really, like, broadened my music interests to a point where I was like finally like, yeah, I know what kind of music I really like, and it's this. And I like other songs, but this is my kind of music. The aggressive, like there's so much emotion in it kind of music. I think that's my kind of music. And from then on, I would always go back to Nate Wants to Battle more than any other artist ever, because I would always go back to like, I miss that kind of music. I miss that aggression. I miss that. The emotions in those songs. I miss that. So I would always go back. And the last time I left and came back was... I had been keeping tabs, but it was right before... Was it? It was after What You Want. I think it was before... I think it was before Scrap Heap. Sometime before Scrap Heap. It was before... Okay, hold on. It was before the Critical Hits album. It was before that. So somewhere in between... Somewhere in between Gotta Go Faster and Critical Hits. So... Gotta Go Faster, by the way, Pog. Pog. Those songs are, well, Is it still on that album? Is that song still? It is. Okay, but so just don't worry about one of them and one of the people on it. Don't worry about that one. But Gotta Go Faster is like a full cover album of Sonic songs, and they're so freaking good. Also, the Mixed Nuts song, beautiful. From Spy Family, beautiful. Also, freaking, he just released this like 2 weeks ago. I don't even freaking, but his cover of Specials. You are my special. Ooh. That's so freaking good. His cover of Specials is so good. It's so good. But so right before, it was before the Critical Hits album that I had gotten into his music again and like really gotten into it again. And then he got hacked, which was terrible. That was like, oh my gosh. Like, I always knew, just from the way that Nate does things, I always knew he's the kind of guy that's like, because he's talked about it, so I'm not being parasocial. But I know he's knew that he was the kind of guy that was like, oh, there's this thing that I like, and then I stops liking it, and then he stops doing it, and then he's like, oh, but I like this thing again, and then he starts doing it again, stops doing it, and so he goes back and forth. And when he lost his channel for like 2 or 3 weeks, I was worried he was gonna just stop altogether. I was so concerned. Cause honestly, if I was him, I would have thrown in the towel, called it a day. Cause I get it. Cause he goes through phases with stuff. Like Nate and Dookie podcast. Oh, I remember that one. And he talked about it on a live stream recently where he was like, he did the Nate and Dookie podcast and he like did it for a little bit. And then one recording session, he was just like, dude, I can't do this. I hate this. I hate this. And then they just didn't. That was it. Bye-bye Nate and Dookie podcast. It's gone. But, like, I get that. Like, I understand that. Because I'm that way, too. Where if I stop liking something, I'm done. I'm out. Peace out. I think it's the ADHD. But I can't. I'm not diagnosed, so I can't say anything. But, like, I get it. Because I also go through phases. And to be clear, when I had, like, finished my phase of, like, listening to the Nate and Dookie podcast, the Nate and Dookie podcast stopped. Which is so freaking funny to me. My timing was really good with that one. But so, then he released the Critical Hits for his, was it the 10-year anniversary? Or the... What anniversary was that? Is that the 10-year anniversary? He released Critical Hits. And it has... Honestly, if you want to get... Cool. If you want to get into Nate Wants to Battle music, Critical Hits is probably the best one to listen to if you have no freaking clue about anything else. The Critical Hits album has every original song that he made that was, like, voted to be one of the top. So, like, Phantom's on here, The Finale, Obsolete, Unaligned, Nightmare, Hero Over Time, and The Evil King, Pog songs. Take Me Anywhere, Wrecked and Worried, Pog, Stay the Course, really good. So this was all before Scrap Heap, which he announced would be his last nerdcore album. And he was going to be done with nerdcore. Then he was just going to do his own stuff. And then he said, well, listen. What if I did it again? And everybody's like, whatever. Do what you want. And honestly, bring up bangers. Specials cover, banger. You kidding? But right after he announced that he was going to be done with nerdcore, then he released freaking, what's it called? Oh, he announced that he was in Sonic Frontiers, like, sang a song for Sonic Frontiers. Which is so pog. He's so cool. Basically, he's so cool. And then he slowly dripped the To Let Go album, which was originally supposed to come out on Friday the 13th in October. And he said, if I get enough pre-sales, I'll just release it, smiley face. So then he did. And then he released it. So I have that. Also, what was it? Was it during the critical hits? When did he release... Do you remember, Mango? Do you remember when he released the varsity Halloween jacket? The freaking Nate Wants to Boodle jacket? Because I have that. Was that Critical Hits? Or was that something else? Or was that the re-release of What You Want? Signed. Because I know I got it with something else. Anyway, I have that jacket. It is so nice. It's so soft. He's, in fact, the only artist that I have personally bought a, like, clothing item off of their merch website. Everything else I've bought just, like, albums and like, maybe some, like, thingies. Like, when I was really into K-pop, I had light sticks. I had one. I can't say sticks. It is one light stick. But, he's the only artist that I've I've bought stuff. I think it was for What You Want. That's what I thought too. Because I remember the orange matched, so that makes sense. But he's the only artist that I've bought, like, merchandise, like, clothing merchandise from. Honestly, I have a special connection to his music. And I cannot explain it. No, I won't. No, I won't also say that. Never mind. But I really love his music. And I've loved his music for years, since the FNAF stuff started coming out. And it really shaped me into what kind of musical kind of person I am today. Which is why, like, Ado, love her, is because of him. If I didn't listen to his music first, I wouldn't even listen to her music. So, everybody think Nate Wants to Battle? Because he made me who I am today. Lamau? It's like how I say Matt Pat's my dad. Like, it's the same kind of vibe. Like, Matt Pat raised me. That man and his theories raised me. Okay? Yeah, Mario is the villain. Yeah, Luigi should be dating Princess Peach. You know what? What are the boobs real? Who knows? They were. Anyway, I'll stop. Anyway, so, yeah. That's why this is how it is. I have many signed albums from Nate Wants to Battle. And, in fact, as I sit here right now, I can look up at my CD player and the Critical Hits album is sitting in my CD player. It's just sitting there. The little Nate Wants to Battle, art, the little guy, his little guy who looks like him. The drawing, he's right there. I see him. He's holding a Pokeball. He's freaking Pog. Smiley face. But yeah. So that's why I did this. Because I love Nate Wants to Battle. And I've been listening to his music for years. And, yeah. That's all. We'll have 2 more. Smiley face. Don't think we won't. Don't think we won't. I'm in charge. Smiley face. I will say, I need food bad. It is almost 6 o'clock in the PM, and I had 1 bread roll and a cup of double strong coffee. So am I doing great? No, not at all. The only other thing I've had is water, which I will continue to drink because my throat hurts. But, yeah. Why? What do you mean, why? Like, why haven't I eaten anything else? Because I forget. And I'm too busy doing other stuff. And then I realize I'm hungry. But also, I don't like cooking right now. Which isn't always all of the time. I go through phases of, like, enjoying cooking. It's all... I got weird stuff with food. Don't worry about it. But I go through, like, really bad phases of, like, really enjoying cooking and really, like, having fun. And then, like, 2 things can go wrong, and then I will not cook again for months. I'm human just like you. So, also, every time you ever hear lo-fi... It's Nate's record label. Give Heart Beats. Give Heart Beats. That's all the lo-fi I use. That's it. I have never used any other lo-fi. He says it's safe for streamers. I said, say less. Say less. Nate wants to battle. Nathan Sharp. I have to stop calling him Nathaniel. It's not his name. Can you replace my pain? I know I'm not all wrong. So work away my life and burn my blackened heart. Yeah. And I'm scraps, yeah, I'm a monster. You bring me back to life so you can watch me die. You can't tame me, just blame me, make me obsolete. There's nothing more to say, just let me fade away. Pog. Anyway, so I love Nate Wants to Battle, and that's it. Smiley face. So, next week, tomorrow, well, first off, tomorrow, Persona. Persona tomorrow. Next week, Tears of Themis, most likely. Mark. Love Brush Chronicles, probably. But also, Christmas karaoke, for sure. Along with a little Christmas after party, because Friday is the last time I'm gonna stream before Christmas. So, if no Christmas karaoke, then just Christmas party. But no Christmas karaoke if not enough submissions, because I want to sing songs that you guys want to hear me sing. So put submissions for Christmas songs in the Discord, smiley face. I put it in the suggestions. There's a little form and everything. So do that if you feel so inclined. That would be very helpful, because my brain is empty all of the time and I don't know anything. The only Christmas songs I know for sure nowadays are the Straight No Chaser acapella Christmas songs, and I can't do those because they go, on the first day of Christmas my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling, 3 French, 2 turtle doves, and I can't recreate that with just me ever. It's 12 men. I can't do that. So Christmas karaoke next week. No Persona next week. Love Brush Chronicles most likely. Tears of Themis most definitely. Christmas party. And then Chrisman, 12 Minas. Imagine, that'd be too many. Just one is too many sometimes. Listen, I'm wild. But yeah. So Christmas karaoke, mayhaps. Christmas party for sure. No. Stop making me seem like a bird. Wait, do you guys want to hear a whistle note? Hold on. Wait, I think I can... Hold on. Let me see if I can do it real quick. If I can do it, then you'll hear it. Just give me a second. Okay, I tested. I can do it right now. Even in the condition that my throat is in, at this exact moment in time, I can hit a whistle note. Would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear my whistle note? I think it's an E6. I'm playing a song to listen to it at the same time. Babe, oh baby, baby. Oh, woo, woo, oh, 기다리던 좋은 날. That was a whistle note. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was an E6, I think. That was a whistle note. You're welcome. I'm waving. You can't see it, but I'm waving. I don't know why I'm waving, but I'm waving. Also, throughout the entire karaoke, I was like I was moving my hands. I was jamming the entire time. And I'm like, y'all just see me. Like, it must be weird just seeing me I'm like, actually, I'm getting into it. Like, I'm singing. I'm using my hands. Like, can you tell I was a theater kid? I was, because I was. If I can hit that one, then maybe I can hit the one in My Star. Hold on. My star, yeah, yeah. My star, my star. My star, my star, my star. Star, my star, yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna test it. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm here, but I'm not, you can't, you know. I can do it, smiley face. You want to hear it? Itchy-hee. Itchy-hee. Okay. You're the only one 반짝이는 my star, my star. My star, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Those are my whistle notes. You're welcome. I can also, when Mariah Carey goes, it's time, like, I can hit that. I tried it, and I can hit it, and I'm really proud of myself. Honestly, I could never hit whistle notes when I was a kid. And then I just started being it. Like, I just did it one day. One day I just freaking whistle noted, and I was like, oh, that's new. I think it's because there's a song by Gugudan, my favorite K-pop girl group, other than Mamamoo, which they're disbanded, so they don't really count anymore. But I love Gugudan with all of my heart and soul. It was their debut song, was Wonderland, and I think it was like almost a whistle note. 저긴 뭔가지 난 알고 싶어 baby 라라라라라라 라라라라라라라 라라라라라라 That, I think that was like my first note that was like close to a whistle note, and that took me a while to get to. It was a lot of practicing, and then I was just able to hit whistle notes. Like, I tested myself with Ariana Grande to make sure I was actually hitting whistle notes. I was. So, I think I win. Basically, I can hit whistle notes. I don't need to scream. I just need to go, right? Like, that's it. That's all I need. I used to, when people used to be able to hit whistle notes and they would like break glass with how high pitched their voice was, I was like, I wish I could do that. I could never. And now here I mean, I can't break glass, probably. I hope not. I don't want to. But when I can hit whistle notes, and I feel so proud of myself. I wish I could whistle note with my normal voice, but I am cursed to only do so with Toad voice. I'm sorry. Hold on. You can hit. Hold on. You can hit whistle notes. You can hit whistle notes, but only as Toad. That's so freaking funny. So your voice isn't a natural soprano? No, I worked up to that note. Lower whistle notes with Toad, though, but that's so freaking funny. I worked up to those notes. I don't think I'm a natural soprano. I think I'm an alto, or no, mezzo soprano, which is like the wide range, because I hit really low notes and I can hit really high notes, which it's updated. I can hit even higher notes than when I first was assigned a mezzo-soprano in high school, because I couldn't hit whistle notes back then, but now here I am. But I remember when I went to get my range tested, it was in front of like the entire women's choir, and I was the lowest note, and I also sang one of the highest notes, but I'm more comfortable in alto, because that's just like where my range that's my bass is more alto-ish. And I specifically remember the choir teacher, he was like, well, some of you should be in soprano, and like everyone looked at me, and I was like, it's not gonna happen. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna stay in alto. But then I quit, and then I did theater, so it didn't really matter. Always forced to be a baritone. I worked my butt off to get alto. What a pog. Oh, how pog. So very pog of you, Butter. Thank you. You're so pog. You mean a tenor? Or do you mean alto? Wait, what do you mean baritone to alto? Stop? Stop what? Stop calling you pog? You're pog. Thank you for being here. You're pog. Alto? Dang, you skipped tenor? You just went baritone to alto? Dang. How'd you skip tenor? Wild. Hop off. I can do low baritone to tenor to alto. Wild. That's so cool. Yeah, I can do alto to high soprano. So, I guess we are in the same-ish boat. Wild, though. That's so cool. I knew a dude who was like, his bass line was just baritone. Wild. He had the lowest freaking voice I've ever heard, but only while singing. Like, he spoke normal, and then he sang, and it was like, whoa. Love that about him. He was so cool. Anyway. It's been 30 minutes, and my stomach is saying, knock, knock, food, knock, 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 where's the food, knock, knock. I remember someone who had such a deep voice. It was crazy. Dude, people with deep voices is wild. Like, I hate to name drop. Hex Haywire? Wild. Niji Sanji's Hex Haywire? That man's insane. That man, I know it's GERD and, like, other, issues. He's got a crazy low voice. Also, the guy who raps for Kane in Paranoia, the Heartsteel, the new League of Legends boy group, freaking two sides to the story, but they never tell my side. Never been the kind of guy to stay inside the guidelines. I know I'm the bad guy. I don't gotta ask why. If you try to step to me, it'll be the last time. I got dirt on my name, 6 feet in the ground. I got people in my past trying bringing me down. Said I'm losing my mind. I don't want to be found. Grew up in the shadows, but I know they're watching me now. That man got a low voice. That dude's got a crazy low voice. Him, Eggs Haywire, and Corpse Husband, wild. I don't know how anybody's voice can be that deep normally. Although one time, I was a youngin', and I was like at a camp, and people were like introducing themselves, and this dude, like a huge dude, we were in middle school. Elementary? Middle. We were elementary school. We were in elementary school. This dude freaking stands up. He's got the lowest voice I've ever heard, and he says, "My name is Bob." He was such a Bob. It was wild. He was such a Bob. I didn't see him once. Any other time that entire week of camp. But he was such a Bob. I knew it. I felt kind of bad. I laughed at him because his voice was so low, it was shocking. But so did everybody else. But I still feel bad. Shouldn't have laughed at that guy. Probably, I don't know. He was a kid, you know? He is the king of all Bobs. That's what I'm freaking saying. It's like Bob from Animal Crossing. That was it. That's like literally what that guy was. That guy was Bob from Animal Crossing. You cannot convince me otherwise. I don't know who he was. I mean, I know he was Bob, but I love that man. I hope he's doing well. I hope Bob is okay. Anyway. It's been 40 minutes. I've been sitting here talking for 40 minutes about Nameless to Battle, and then I started yapping, and my stomach is really telling me I need to eat food. So I'm gonna head off, okay, everybody? I will see you all tomorrow for Persona. Remember, if you have any Christmas songs, put them in the suggestion tab. You can. Please and thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye bye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye.